Mary's kind of chunks and chases it. I mean, they take shots. They got some big, strong kids that go after it because they even play. A couple of their guys don't shoot it particularly well or high percentage. So that's an offensive maneuver, really, to just throw it up there and go get it.
Mustangs have outscored them in the paint, 20-6.
They've had some really good looks off those, those short glass shots.
Sanders for three to open the second half. It's in and out. Svetizarovic got the rebound out to Gibson. Intermediate jumper, good from the right side for Mason Gibson.
And Svetizarovic just shows how unselfish he is. Most guys would just turn down and force that shot back up. Instead, he kicks it out to a wide open Mason Gibson.
Boffinger gives it to Claxton. Back to Boffinger, who finds Mendoza in the corner on the left side. Back to Boffinger, who feeds it into Agu, who throws it out. And driving in and scoring is Stedman, using the glass with his right hand. Midwestern State leads 36-24 with the ball. We're in the opening minute of the second half. Pierre Sanders comes to the right side, hands off to Svetizarovic. Sanders at the top of the arc. Dribbling in, kicks it out to Shepard. Shepard steps back, hands to Sanders. Thrown to the left corner for McDavid. McDavid to Svetizarovic. Trying to shake Agu. Gets to the right baseline, puts up a jumper, no good. Bounces off the heel of the rim. Claxton pulling down the rebound. Claxton has his fourth rebound of the game for St. Mary's. Pushes it into the front court. Passes to Mendoza in the left corner. Back to Claxton. Throws it to the right wing. Stedman for three, no good. McDavid and Shepard both go up for the rebound. Neither get it. It's chased down to the right side, and a whistle stops play. Fouls on Noah McDavid.
Fouls on Noah McDavid. That is
his first, is the team's first of the second half.
It'll be St. Mary's ball.
St. Mary's will inbound with Mendoza at the hash mark opposite the St. Mary's bench. Inbounded to Claxton. Thrown to the left side for McPhee to Stedman. Stedman from the corner dumps it into Boffinger. Posting up, Svetizarovic throws it out to the right sideline. Claxton for three, no good. Shepard can't grab the rebound. There's no shot clock violation. Boffinger scored. Svetizarovic strides up the left sideline for Midwestern State. Hands off to Mason Gibson. Gibson at the top of the key, passes left to Sanders. Back to Gibson. Gibson to Pierre on the left sideline. 12 on the shot clock. Sanders guarded by Mendoza, delivers a bounce pass on the left block to Shepard. To the left elbows for Svetizarovic. Up top for Gibson, straight away three, bounces off the back rim, no good. Boffinger pulls down the rebound. St. Mary's has the ball with 17:38 to play in the second half, trailing by 10. Mendoza in the right corner. Around the perimeter to Claxton. Claxton to Boffinger. Boffinger driving in with the left hand, nearly stolen by Pierre Sanders, who knocked it loose. It's picked up by Svetizarovic. Ahead to Gibson. Gibson drives in. Throws out to Shepard. He's open for a three-pointer. No good off the back rim. Claxton's got the rebound for St. Mary's. Ahead to Boffinger. Boffinger floats it into McPhee, who could not finish. Here comes Mason Gibson. Bounce to Sanders. Sanders finds Noah McDavid. He misses. Shepard can't follow up. Sanders with the rebound out to Svetizarovic. Straight away three, good.
Again, Pierre Sanders making that play, being a smart teammate, kicking it out to Svetizarovic for a wide open step-in three.
Pierre Sanders getting his fifth rebound. Svetizarovic getting his first 3 points, 39-26, Midwestern State leads. Mendoza for three from the right wing, no good. St. Mary's is one and done as Shepard grabs the rebound. Pierre Sanders will walk it out of the back court. Agu and Lawal coming to the scorer's table for the Rattlers. Sanders gives to Shepard. Shepard looking inside, nothing available. Hands off to Gibson. Gibson starts to drive. Gets the ball to Sanders on the left baseline. Sanders backing into the paint. Shooting over Mendoza, scoring. Pierre Sanders now has 10 points.
I don't know if you saw, but Mason Gibson made just a ridiculous wraparound pass that did not end up in a basket. Oh my, what a pass it was.
Out high on the right wing, Stedman to Mendoza. Feeds it to Boffinger. Boffinger in the paint. Gets it down low to Claxton, double team. Shepard takes the ball away. Gives to Pierre Sanders. Sanders comes out of the back court. Sanders to Shepard. And a foul called on Noah McDavid away from the ball.
Yeah, he was screening and kind of got a little bit too wide with his arms there and hung up the defender and got called for it.
Another scoring drought for St. Mary's. It's been more than 2.5 minutes. They've been outscored here at the start of the second half, 7-4. And Midwestern State is leading the Rattlers in the LSC opener at DL Lincoln Coliseum, 41-26. This is Midwestern State basketball.
United Regional Sports Medicine provides athletic training services to help athletes perform at peak condition and avoid.
One thing remains the same. Everybody loves Ford here in the Lone Star State. Ford is the best in Texas.
15:26 to play here at DL Lincoln Coliseum. Midwestern State with a 41-26 lead over St. Mary's. West Texas has beaten Adams State tonight 112-76.
Yikes.
The West Texas team is scary.
Yeah, well, let's just assume that that's not indicative of a balance. You can't always assume that.
In fact, we talked to Kevin Jackson about that before the women's game, because that Oklahoma Baptist team was beaten by 14 points by Rogers State. Midwestern State got their first win against Rogers State. Oklahoma Baptist came in here and won by 30 tonight in that women's game.
Sometimes the matchups are just not conducive, and then maybe Adams State had bad matchups. And I would be very surprised if WT's not good, because they've been good for the last decade. I mean, they're good every year.
Especially at home.
Yes, they're really, really good. So
it looks like Sanders, Shepard, Hill, Taylor, and Jackson are going to be on the floor for Midwestern State when play resumes. The officials are at the replay monitor, and Greg, I'm not sure what they're looking at.
Neither am I. I'd be watching that pass that Mason Gibson made. I'm going, wow, how did he do that? Again, not to harp on the situation, but I'm supposed to repeat myself. A broadcaster genius told me that. Some people don't hear, so I repeat.
Yeah.
The fact
people
that
are always tuning in and tuning out.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat myself. But, when Justin can put Taylor and Jackson out here at 6'4", 210 pounds on the wings to defend, that is such an asset. I mean, guys like that used to beat me senseless. I had no chance physically to go against those guys, and it makes your defense so much more effective. And that's one of the reasons that St. Mary's only has 26 points at this point. And you can't keep Pierre on the bench because he's just too good. Even though he's 5'3" or 5'4", whatever.
I don't think he's going to let you keep him on the bench. He hasn't spent much time on the bench since he's been here. This is his 5th year, and this is Justin's 6th year. St. Mary's has the ball, and I apologize. I do not know what they were looking at the replay monitor. We got no explanation. This is traveling, and the ball is turned over to Midwestern State. It's been about 3 minutes since St. Mary's has scored, and they've gone through droughts like this throughout the course of this game.
It's tough. It's tough to coach in those situations when obviously we're keeping score, and when you can't score, it makes basketball really frustrating.
I don't keep score in golf, and it's still frustrating. Sanders out high on the right wing. Gets to the left elbow. Throws it outside. Taylor can't hit the three-pointer. Shepard leaning on Mendoza. A battle down low draws the foul, and it's Mendoza who's called for the foul.
Shepard's been doing a really good job this season on, boarding on both ends of the floor. Really contributing in other ways besides shooting.
Mendoza picking up his first team foul on the inbounds pass. Jackson scores.
That's so impressive. Again, Jackson's a shooter, but he's finding other ways to score. That way you can't just concentrate him on the three-point line, or he'll run by you.
He's got 5 points. It's 43-26 Midwestern State. Mustangs get into the passing lane and knock the ball out of bounds in front of the St. Mary's bench. And Mendoza will inbound with 14:48 to play. Gonzalez handling the basketball. Hands it off to Jones, to Agu, back to Jones, right wing three, no good. Going up for the follow was McPhee. Couldn't throw it down. Agu can't put it in. Hill's got the rebound. Midwestern State with the ball. Hill's got his third rebound of the game. Taylor to an open Shepard for a straightaway three that's good. Shepard now with 7 points. Had missed his first 3 attempts from beyond the arc, but this one is spot on.
Again, a great pass by Antoine Taylor, really setting up his teammate for an easy three.
It's a 10-0 run now for Midwestern State, and a timeout taken by Bubba Meyer and St. Mary's.
And that's one of those situations I know that Coach Leslie's really pleased with those kinds of looks when the defense is sagging a little bit. And Shepard's out there. Literally, there's no one within 5 or 6 feet of him. And when he catches the ball in stride, he's going to make a high percentage on those.
Midwestern State's made 4 of their last 5 shots. St. Mary's has missed 6 in a row, only made 1 of 9. In recent years for Midwestern State, the shoe's been on the other foot.
It indeed has. And I am very pleased that we seem to have a much more talented a team that pushes the ball up, occasionally good, nice fast break buckets, easy buckets, and that just makes everything a lot more pleasant to watch.
The Rattlers' drought now has extended to more than 4 minutes. They've not scored in 4:07. For Midwestern State, Mason Gibson has 13 points and Pierre Sanders has 10. The Rattlers do not have a player in double figures. Boffinger and Jones have 6 points each. Mendoza has 5. Claxton, who came into the game as their leading scorer with more than 16.5 points a game, has been held to 4 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 1 of 3 from three-point range. As a team, they're 4 of 16 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they're only shooting 25.6% from total, so they're having a rough night shooting right now.
Nearly turned the ball over as they've done 9 times. Boffinger drives the baseline and scores, moving along the baseline left to right, scores with the right hand. 46-28, Boffinger now with 8 points. He's the leading scorer for the Rattlers. Gibson feeds it down low to Antoine Taylor for an easy bucket.
Again, nice pass by Gibson. Good, unselfish play. A lot of the buckets that the Mustangs have gotten tonight have been assisted, and that's usually a good sign.
Taylor just gliding to the goal, laying it in with the right hand. Mendoza at the top of the arc, moves up to the foul line. Overhead pass to the left sideline for Jones. To Gonzalez, into Agu, around Hill for 2. Agu with his first field goal. He's now got 3 points. He had missed his first 5 shots from the field. A foul on the sideline as Mason Gibson is double teamed and is fouled by Lawyer Jones.
And the Rattlers, give the Rattlers credit on the last 2 baskets. They've taken their time and gotten good looks inside. If you're not shooting the ball well outside, it's time to take the ball to the basket, see if you can get fouled, even though they haven't really shot the ball very well from the free throw line, but they got good percentage plays on the last 2 possessions.
Gibson receives the inbounds pass in the left front court, comes to the top of the center circle, moves right, hands the ball off to McDavid. McDavid takes it to the left side of the floor, gives to Svetizarovic, who looks inside, gets a bounce pass to Hill, left of the foul circle. Hill puts a shoulder into the defender, loses the ball, picks up the loose ball in the foul circle, throws to the right sideline. McDavid couldn't hit the three-pointer. Agu's got the weak side rebound. Outlet to Stedman. Stedman drives in with a Euro step and scores. He's got 4 points now, and it's 48-32. Midwestern State up by 16 with the ball. Hill from the right sideline tees up a three-pointer, can't get it to fall. McDavid's got the rebound in a crowd, able to get it underneath the Hill, who scores.
Yeah, Reggie did a good job of gathering himself in traffic and finishing there. A good play by McDavid, too. Makes a lot of good hustle plays.
7 points for Hill. Midwestern State in a zone defense. Stedman has it in the right front court. Pass to the right sideline for Gonzalez. Drives in, gets a bounce pass to Agu, a head fake, and then Hill blocked the shot, but there's a foul called. I think the foul's on Svetizarovic, but we'll check here. It is called on Svetizarovic. Matias Svetizarovic picks up his first personal foul. Pardon me, his third personal foul.
Jackson's looking a little dazed right now. He sacrificed his body diving for that loose ball earlier. It was a pretty gutsy play on his part.
It's been a physical game, hasn't it?
Well, St. Mary's has always got big, strong guys. I mean, they don't believe in skinny, thin basketball players. They got big, strong guys, and they come in here and they battle you.
Midwestern State shooting 45%. The Rattlers shooting 31%. The battle on the boards, the Rattlers are up 29-28. They've got 12 offensive rebounds and 7 second-chance points, while the Mustangs have 18 second-chance points on 10 offensive rebounds. And the Midwestern State bench is outscoring the Rattler reserves 15-8. And MSU continues to have a 10-point advantage in the paint. And, Greg, you're going to like this. Midwestern State's got 16 fast break points, 2 for St. Mary's.
Holy cow. Not to compare this team with last season, but we go 5 or 6 games without having 16 fast break points. I mean, I love that. I mean, that's the easiest way to score in basketball. Get down the floor early before the defense sets itself up.
Midwestern State up by 18 with 11:59 to play in the game. The Mustangs have led by as many as 20. Agu is at the free throw line. Free throw is no good. Free throw, banked in. He didn't call that, but it counts nonetheless.
Wow.
50-33. Is that what you were talking about, using the glass?
No. Usually there's an angle on that, not straight on.
Rattlers are pressing Midwestern State. Gibson has it in the backcourt, guarded by Lawyer Jones. Able to pass it ahead to Shepard on a diagonal to the left wing. Pitched out to Sanders. To Hill, who drives in from the right wing. No good. Pulling down the rebound is Reed. The outlet pass to Jones, who scoops up a shot that's no good. Gonzalez follows, but can't get it to fall. Now Stedman has it. He muscles his way to the basket. No good. Got his own rebound and missed again, and there's a foul underneath. St. Mary's shooting percentage is plummeting.
Got Pierre on that one. I didn't see that. I think Reggie got Reggie, I think, was thinking too much on this last contested shot down here. He needs to do what? Just straight up ball, dog. Straight up ball. Don't think. Just shoot it.
The left-handed free throw from Stedman misses twice. But getting the rebound and the putback is Reed. 11:18 to play. Midwestern State up 50-35. Turned over to Diego Gonzalez. The full court pressure paying off. Gonzalez is going to the free throw line for St. Mary's.
Coach Leslie's shaking his head for good reason.
And not happy about giving up that rebound on the missed free throw.
And not the turnover when the press either. Get the ball in the middle of the floor and make them pay for pressing.
Diego Gonzalez will be at the line shooting 2.
So Gonzalez steps up to the free throw line. Came in 3 for 4, but he misses this one. Gonzalez has played 11 minutes, only taken 1 shot, has 1 rebound and 1 assist. Claxton's coming back into the game. Claxton's only got 4 points on 1 of 6 shooting. He's been averaging almost 17 points a game for St. Mary's. Gonzalez missed both, and there's another rebound putback off a missed free throw. Reed's done that twice now. Gibson stumbles as he crosses half court and then is frustrated by a St. Mary's Rattler. Diego Gonzalez has gotten under the skin of Mason Gibson a little bit.
Well, and then we talked about in the scouting report, Casey was mentioning the fact that they're going to miss a lot of free throws, so we're going to make sure that we get the rebound. They weren't able to secure the rebound, and then they turned it over on a jump ball. Hasn't been a very impressive last couple of minutes for the Mustangs. They need to kind of regroup here.
Got a 13-point lead as Claxton crosses half court. Midwestern State sets up his own defense, or so it appeared. Jones has it. Looks like Mustangs have gone to a man defense now. Stedman in the foul circle, pitches out to the right wing. Claxton tried to split two defenders, not able to do so, gets it to Stedman. Stedman fending off the defense, misses wildly. Shepard grabs the rebound, gets it ahead to Gibson. Mason Gibson again starts to lose his footing, gets it to Will Shepard. Able to maintain his balance, but Gibson almost hit the floor again. Here's Shepard, passing right to Svetizarovich, fronted by Boffinger, trying to get it inside to Shepard, who was surrounded by Rattlers, and here comes Claxton up the left side for St. Mary's, handing the ball off to Stedman, to Claxton, who drives in from the left sideline. He missed the layup. Boffinger tipped it in, but they're going to wave it off. Mendoza's coming into the game.
Did he call offensive goaltending?
It looks like that's what they've called, offensive goaltending.
Wow, I did not see that.
We're into the fourth quarter of this game with 9:59 to play. Midwestern State's up 13 points, 50-37. Mustangs going the length of the floor. Seem to be somewhat frustrated by the full court pressure. Pierre Sanders, guarded by Mendoza, still hasn't crossed the timeline until now. Just in time, double teamed along the sideline. Timeout, I believe, was called. Justin Leslie was looking for a cylinder call, but
30-second timeout.
I don't think he got the call, but I think he's right.
Yeah, it did look like they were bodying Pierre up a little bit there, but again, and you don't want Pierre to catch the ball and dribble across into the kind of the coffin corner there is what they call it, and pick the ball up. I know it's easy for me to say that sitting over here, but that's not what he wants to do. If the Mustangs can get the ball into the middle of the floor and in turn and make St. Mary's pay for pressing, that's what you optimally want to do. And this, as you mentioned, the Rattlers have rattled the Mustangs here with this press here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. At this level, typically it's really hard unless you're the 1986 Houston Cougars. It's hard to press the whole game and really, the skill level that college basketball players usually have, they can usually overcome a press pretty consistently.
Midwestern State still up by 13. They've led by as many as 20. They're shooting 44%. St. Mary's shooting 31%. St. Mary's has the advantage on the boards now, rebounding Midwestern State 36-29. A lot of that's been on the offensive glass in just the last few trips. They got 18 offensive rebounds, 11 second chance points. It's almost exactly opposite for Midwestern State. They've got 10 offensive rebounds, 18 second chance points.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, there's been 37 rebounds on the offensive end of the floor for St. Mary's, and they've gotten half of them. That's not what you're looking for. They got 18 of the 37, so they are chunking it and chasing it. Which again, there are teams that basically play that way and don't make.
Nelson Haggerty did that here.
Oh, absolutely,
right? Midwestern State.
Absolutely, and he used to tell his postman, like, "We're not going to throw it to you. If you want it, you got to go get it off the board." I mean, he seriously would tell them that, and they would just chunk it. He had some guys that were, unbelievable at getting in there and rooting around and getting offensive rebounds.
9:44 to play here at DL Lincoln Coliseum in the conference opener. St. Edwards will be here Saturday at 2 o'clock. You'll be here Saturday, right?
Yes, and I've heard St. Mary's is really good. That's what
St. Edwards.
Sorry, what did I say? St. Mary's, yes. Yeah. St. Edwards is supposed to be really, really good.
No, that's what I've heard as well. And they've been tough on Midwestern State. They were tough last year. Svetizarovich driving in, drawing a foul.
Again, it's a smart play. Hadn't scored a couple possessions, had gotten a little frustrated. Put your head down, go to the basket, see if you get to the free throw line.
Svetizarovich has 3 points tonight. He's 1 of 5 from the field. This will be his first free throw attempt of the game. And it's snapping the net for his 4th point.
Ball comes out of his hand really nicely, really nicely.
I had to double check, but these are his first free throws of the season. 51-37. He's got 5 points now. Midwestern State with the lead. St. Mary's with the ball. St. Mary's trailing by 15. Claxton to Mendoza. Overhead pass to Claxton. Double teamed on the left wing. Up top to Mendoza. Right side to Jones. Driving the baseline right to left. Finds Claxton open for a left wing three. No good off the front rim. Boffinger chasing down the rebound. Mendoza has it in the right corner. Out on the right wing for Reed. Comes to Jones up top for Claxton. Through the Midwestern State defense. Missed the layup. Rebound Jones over Shepard. He scores.
Getting multiple shots almost every time down the floor for the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Shepard loops a pass up the left side to McDavid, who finds Shepard open for a three-pointer. It's no good from the right side. Boffinger rebounds for St. Mary's. Outlet to Claxton. He feeds the trailer, and scoring is Jones. He's got 10 points. Midwestern State's lead been cut to 11. They've led by as many as 20. 8.5 minutes to play in the game.
And I know I'm old school, but 2-on-1 breaks, I'm trying to take the ball to the basket and not shooting threes. And it's got a 10-second call.
Pierre Sanders not able to get the ball across the timeline thanks to the St. Mary's defense. Midwestern State has turned it over. That's only the 7th turnover for Midwestern State, and Rattlers only have 2 points off turnovers. Stedman is inbounding for St. Mary's with 8:27 to play. Midwestern State up 52-41. Mustangs without a field goal for almost 4 minutes now. Stedman handing the ball to Claxton. Bounce pass to Agu at the top of the key. Gives it to Stedman. Stedman driving in with the left hand, fouled. I think Mason Gibson. It is Mason Gibson who's called for the foul, and that's his 4th. $8:12 to play. Are you surprised Gibson's staying in the game?
I'm not sure Coach Leslie knows he has 4 right now. He may, I don't know. It's usually the assistant's job to tell the head coach when the player gets in foul trouble.
Stedman looking inside, finds Agu at the foul line. Agu muscling his way in on Shepard, misses the shot. Boffinger's got the rebound, hit the underside of the backboard. Hill grabs it for Midwestern State, gets it to Pierre Sanders. Sanders, guarded by Claxton, crosses half court. Sanders to Taylor. Taylor into the paint, looking to get rid of the ball. Dumps it down low for Hill. Outside it goes to Taylor, who drives in and called for charging. Boffinger holds his position outside the restricted area. It's been a scoring drought of more than 2 minutes for MSU. They're still leading 52-41. Second foul on Antoine Taylor, stopping the clock with 7.5 minutes to play here at DL Lincoln Coliseum. This is Midwestern State basketball.
Starbright Cleaners in Wichita Falls is the best choice for superior quality and service at an unbeatable price. Stop by and see for yourself at our Kemp or Seymour Highway locations. We guarantee you'll feel the difference from drop-off to pickup. Done right, on site, on time, guaranteed. In a hurry? Don't worry. Every Starbright Cleaners has a convenient drive-thru for express service. Come give us a try today. You'll be glad you did. Starbright Cleaners, serving Texoma for over 30 years.
Helping you get back to the things you love is the primary focus of the orthopedic team at United Regional Physician Group. Our highly skilled surgeons are equipped with advanced technology, offering minimally invasive joint surgeries, which result in less pain, a shorter hospital stay, and quicker recovery, so you can be you again. Be you again with United Regional Physician Group.
We're at DL Lincoln Coliseum tonight, and we'll be back here Saturday afternoon when Midwestern State hosts St. Edwards. Don't forget Midwestern State men's soccer team in action Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock to face the winner of tomorrow's game at Staying Park. St. Mary's will bring the ball out of the back court with 7.5 minutes to play, trailing Midwestern State 52-41. Claxton bouncing it to Boffinger, back to Claxton, out high on the right wing. Boffinger sets the screen. Claxton gets it to Gonzalez. to Stedman, who feeds Agu to Gonzalez, going for the reverse layup. An offensive foul called on Agu. Moving screen. Giving the ball to Midwestern State with 7:13 to play.
That is his second foul of the ball game.
Pierre Sanders gets it to Jackson, who bounces it ahead to Taylor, to Hill, who had to reach behind him to snare the pass. Back out to Taylor for Sanders. Less than 7 minutes to play. Hill has it, handing to Sanders in the left front court. To Shepard on the left sideline. Back out to Sanders. Sanders into the lane, out to Taylor, three. Good, with 1 second on the shot clock.
You know, Taylor's three-point shooting has improved significantly from his first year. He looks a lot more confident shooting that. And again, good play by Sanders, drawing the defense and kicking it out to an open shooter.
He had missed his first three-point attempt, but makes that one to give Midwestern State a 55-41 lead. Stedman can't get a floater to fall. It rims out. Hill had the rebound, jarred out of his hand, grabbed by Pierre Sanders of Midwestern State. Sanders is across half court with a chest-high dribble up the right side, handing the ball to Hill. Hill fronted by Boffinger. Gives the ball to Sanders on the right sideline. Sanders takes it to the baseline, creeps toward the lane, throws to the left corner. Jackson for three, on target.
Such a great find by Pierre. Oh, my goodness. That was maybe the best pass of the night right there. Really good job. Again, Pierre.
Well, not better than Mason's pass.
Well, but that didn't result in the basket. We can't count that one. But
okay.
I mean, Mason's pass was silly good.
The best assist of the night.
Yes.
Here's Agu spinning into the paint. Out to Gonzalez. To the right side, driving in. Claxton misses. Bodies bang down low. Agu ends up on the floor for St. Mary's along with Will Shepard of Midwestern State. They're both helped to their feet.
I think Shepard got that. I think he blocked that shot. Certainly did a nice job of contesting even if he didn't block it.
Foul is on Franklin Agu. That is his third
Agu got
foul
called for the foul. Midwestern State's on a 6-0 run as the Rattlers have missed 4 in a row and made only 2 of their last 10. They've gone more than 3 minutes without scoring. They trail by 17. They've trailed by as many as 20. They got to within. They got to within 11.
Correct. Now, didn't Agu foul? Wouldn't you call that a scrum in which he fouled? A scrum? Isn't it?
Where are you leading me?
Okay,
here?
isn't this a rugby term? A scrum?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well, he's from England, so you know.
I got you.
So
okay.
they play rugby over in England,
now.
trying to make it culturally appropriate.
I see. I see what you got going on now. Sanders in the backcourt. Up the right side. He's double teamed, able to get it to Hill. Overhead pass to the right corner. Jackson open. His three, no good. Pulling down the rebound is Warrior Jones. Gets it to Mendoza. Claxton out to Mendoza for three. Straight through.
basket by number 4.
Mendoza now with 8 points. He's 2 of 5 from three-point range. Shepard's into the front court, finding Taylor, who's driving to the basket and scoring for Midwestern State.
Antoine doing a nice job attacking the basket, using his athleticism to get an easy bucket. Make them pay for pressing.
Mustangs lead 60-44 with 4:39 to play. Claxton out of the backcourt. MSU in a 2-3 zone. Mendoza has the basketball, looking inside. Delivers a bounce pass to Jones on the right elbow. Jones throws it outside and received by Lawal, who drives in and scores.
Basket by number 22, Iman Lawal.
So Lawal's got his first 2 points. 14-point lead for Midwestern State. Hill double teamed in the backcourt, has the ball knocked loose. Scooped up by Pierre Sanders up the left sideline. The pass is delivered to Taylor. Back to Sanders. Sanders up to the top of the arc. Passing to the left wing. Taylor for three again. No good. Knocked out of bounds. And it was last touch by Reed of St. Mary's. Stopping the clock with 3:55 to play. Timeout at DL Ligon Coliseum. Midwestern State leading St. Mary's in the LSC opener tonight, 60-46.
Are you mild or spicy?
I beg your pardon?
Are you mild or spicy? When you go to Taco Casa.
Taco Casa has the super nachos, tacos, and burritos you want and more. Get your mild or spicy at Taco Casa on Southwest Parkway at Taft and on Maplewood at Lawrence and Wichita Falls and in Vernon.
For a minute there, I thought maybe you were flirting with me.
Taco Casa has lots of what you like.
Go Mustangs!
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code, Football Edition. This is how you say, game tonight. Bring Bud Light. Fantasy fees are due. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light, crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
3:55 remaining in the conference opener. Midwestern State leads St. Mary's 60-46. These two teams will meet in San Antonio next month. That one will not count in the conference standings. Mason Gibson inbounding from the right baseline for the Mustangs. Gibson will throw it out into the backcourt, chased down by Shepard. Shepard brings it over the timeline up the right side, pass cross court to Gibson. Gibson passes right to Sanders. Sanders at the top of the key. Finds an open Jackson, left corner three, good.
Tell me that Pierre doesn't know where Jackson is. I mean, that's what a smart guy does. He's looking for him. He's looking for Jackson to be open, and he's getting wide open looks.
Jackson now with 11 points is 4 of 10, 3 of 8 from three-point range. Midwestern State gives up a layup on the other end as scores, and then Reed gets a steal. Claxton drives in from the left wing, and he can't finish at the rim for St. Mary's. Jackson rebounds for Midwestern State. Sanders pushing it up.
Again, what an advantage to have big guards like Jackson who can come back and help you rebound the ball.
Hill to Shepard on the left block. Shepard moving in. He'll score with the right hand.
He's a lot more comfortable down there on the block than he has been the first year he was here. I know they've really done a lot of work with him down there. It was nice. He had a disadvantaged defender on him, so he just finished him off.
He's got 9 points now, playing like a big man. 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point range. The foul line jumper is good for Reed. And he's now got 8 points. Midwestern leads by 15 with the ball, 2.5 minutes to play. Hill fouled at the top of the arc, left of center. And the foul's on Reed, who's 4 of 4 from the field with 4 rebounds tonight. Picks up his second personal foul, 6th team foul. Mustangs have made 5 of their last 7. They're now shooting 47%, including 8 of 27 from three-point range. Jackson's hit 3 3-pointers, and he's inbounding to Hill. Lob for Gibson underneath. Gibson scores.
Nice look by Reggie Hill.
Gibson now has 15 points, and Hill's got his first assist of the game. Gonzalez from the left corner hits the far side rim. Hill's got the rebound, his 5th of the contest.
Did a nice job of getting a little space. It gets a little congested in there. Just grab it and get out.
Sanders with 10 points and 6 rebounds. He needs 4 more rebounds to get to 500 for his career at Midwestern State. Gibson to Sanders. Sanders is 12 points away from 1,300. Make it 10 as he lays it in with a finger roll from the left side.
Nice left-handed finger roll. Very impressive. High degree of difficulty on that for most people on their offhand.
90 seconds to play. A steal. Gibson on the run. Gibson drives in, and Claxton gets there defensively to swat the ball away. And Claxton coming out of the game.
Sebastian Mendoza checks in for the Rattlers. MSU ball out of bounds.
Give the Mustangs some credit. The Rattlers made a run at them, and the Mustangs have kind of settled down and played a lot better here the last couple of minutes.
Push that lead back to 19, now up 69-50 with 1:15 to play. Gibson and Sanders running the offense. Sanders comes right, guarded by Mendoza. Takes the ball back to the left side, picked up by Agu. Now double team. Sanders. There's the cylinder foul call that wasn't called on the opposite side of the floor earlier in the half.
So
that's the same circumstance.
So are you suggesting that Coach Leslie's complaints earlier resulted in that?
I believe that's what happened.
That's what I thought you were implying that.
You don't agree?
Oh, I completely agree.
Pierre Sanders is at the free throw line for Midwestern State with 12 points tonight on 6 of 9 shooting. This is his first free throw attempt, and of course it's perfect.
You know, that's one thing a lot of, people who don't watch a lot of basketball sometimes don't understand, that they're like, oh, why is the coach whining a lot? Well, you've got to whine sometime to put ideas in the officials' heads.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Both of these free throws are good for Pierre Sanders. Gonzalez up the right side to Mendoza. Left hand dribble to the foul line, into the paint, slides across the paint, turnaround jumper wide left, pulled out of the air by Hill.
Again, nice challenge by Shepard. He's had a good defensive game tonight. And then Reggie Hill's done a good job on the boards. I don't know how many he has. I guess I can look it up. Looks like he's had 5 rebounds. I swear he has more than that. It seems like
he has. He's had 6.
Okay. Thank you. I guess the stats had not updated at that point.
Sanders is going back to the free throw line. Midwestern's on a 6-0 run. They've made 4 of their last 5 from the field. They're shooting 48%. It's kind of fun watching Midwestern State shoot this well back to back to back.
Well, and one of the reasons they shot well tonight is they've taken a lot of high percentage shots. They haven't shot a great percentage from the three-point line. As a matter of fact, they're 8 for 27 for 29%. But
we've seen nights a lot worse than 8 for 27.
Absolutely, but they've really done a good job of getting some easy baskets in the lane, off the glass jump shots.
There's been nights we would beg for 8 for 27.
Oh, yeah. Let's not think back to those. We've moved forward. We've moved beyond it.
16 points now for Pierre Sanders. He hits the free throws that gives Midwestern State a 23-point lead. Boffinger misses the layup. Mendoza's got the rebound. His putback off the front rim, no good. Shepard rebounds for Midwestern State. His 8th rebound of the game. He's the leading rebounder for the Mustangs.
Well, let me make an observation here. One of the reasons that St. Mary's right down there is struggling, they're getting the ball in the lane, but you've got, Shepard 6'8", 6'9", Hills 6'8". You've got big guard over here in Jackson. There's a lot of traffic down there. Just because you've got an offensive rebound and you're 5 feet from the basket doesn't mean that your putback is going to be easy, and they're struggling. And that's, again, I know Coach Leslie, being a tall guy himself, likes to have tall, long players, and it makes scoring difficult.
Hill misses the free throw, but he's got 7 points tonight to go with 6 rebounds and an assist, and has played 26 minutes tonight for Midwestern State.
Mustangs have got contributions from a lot of guys.
Shepard's got a steal underneath.
And you're not going to be able to throw the ball over Pierre Sanders' head very often. I mean, he's just too dadgum athletic, despite the fact he's 5'3" or 5'4".
Mason Gibson just dribbles out the remaining time with a big smile on his face as the Mustangs close out with an 8-0 run.